Weiss is a former YouTuber and Twitter addict who is known for getting into heaps of drama. To be fair, only a small amount of people even knew he existed. He mostly just sit on his phone and tweet all day long, but he still had a YouTube channel to boot. I said had because that YouTube channel is currently gone, with only his Twitter remaining. Why, you may ask? Well, before we get into why, we must go over his start on the internet. But first, a word from today's sponsor, Atlas VPN. Atlas VPN was developed by top cybersecurity specialists and IT engineers in 2020 and was created with the goal of providing accessible and secure internet for all its users, boasting more than 6 million users across the globe currently. They are currently running their best Christmas VPN deal, a 3-year plan for only $1.39 a month, plus 3 months free on top of that, with a 30-day money-back guarantee if you aren't satisfied. Atlas VPN is currently the best deal on the market, as $1.39 per month is very affordable, especially for the perks you get for being a user. One subscription lets you protect all devices, so instead of being limited to just one computer or just one phone, you can use it for all devices in your household. It also blocks any malicious links, ads, and trackers, as well as notifying you when someone is trying to steal your data. These are just a few of the many perks you get when using Atlas VPN, so why not give it a shot? You can sign up for Atlas VPN with my link in the description below and start browsing the internet safely and securely. Time is running out on the best Christmas VPN deal, so make sure to take advantage of this opportunity while you can. So many perks for just $1.39 a month, it's definitely worth giving Atlas VPN a shot. Weiss, also known as Prince Kai, started his internet career on July 3rd of 2017. He is known for making videos surrounding controversies within the art community and rose to prominence due to making videos on controversies from art YouTubers Toby and Hopeless Peaches. He is also known for collaborating and dating fellow YouTuber Omnia, working with them on a slew of videos together. Kai is known for getting into a lot of drama, as that's the only reason people even knew of him to begin with. He was involved in some drama with YouTuber Just a Robot over the Toby drama I mentioned earlier, was involved in Hopeless Peaches drama of course, and even got into a spat with someone named Sen after he made a video about him. To save us some time and to put it as bluntly as I can, the dude lives for internet drama. I mean, it's the only reason people even knew who he was, so replicating the success ain't exactly the dumbest thing to do, but it still shows you a lot about his character. Kai would amass around 19k subscribers give or take on his own YouTube channel and was doing pretty decent for himself. He had a significant other who was teetering just below 100k subscribers and was starting to make a name for himself and not live in their shadow. Of course though, in order to keep that subscriber count going up, he had to talk about more drama, and what happens next is what really put him on the map for a lot of people. Sometime in early November 2021, a YouTuber by the name of Akumu made a video titled "Avoid This Inconsistent YouTuber, Kai Weiss," in which Akumu talks about Kai Weiss and his inconsistencies and hypocrisies for 38 minutes. As you can tell, the video is pretty long and isn't exactly special by any means, just another video of a content creator criticizing another, mentioning Omnia a few times because, you know, significant other and all that. It's nothing that y'all haven't seen before. What makes the video such a focal point is the fact that Kai caught wind of it, and instead of being mature like a normal human being and just ignoring it, he decides to copyright strike the video down entirely. That's right, Kai got so butthurt over a 38-minute video talking shit about him by somebody who at the time had less than 300 subscribers to the name, he outright took the video down. Listen, it's one of those unwritten rules for a content creator to not copyright strike another one, but this is just funny as hell to think about it. Like, how much of a pussy do you have to be where you let someone with under 300 subscribers live rent-free in your head this much? Let them talk their shit, maybe make a Twitter post expressing your rage about the video, but don't abuse a broken copyright strike system just because your ass is too much of a bitch to handle it. Come on now. All you have to do is just ignore it and move on with your life, but Kai didn't do that. I would normally just leave it at that, but Kai ended up going on, to put it lightly, a massive Twitter rant about how everyone around him is wrong and how he's in the right for striking down Akumu's video. The justifications that Kai gave out for striking the video are some of the most inane statements I've ever read on Twitter, and that's coming from someone who's seen some pretty stupid stuff on his time on YouTube and Twitter. While the Twitter posts have since been deleted, I found a couple of highlights floating around the internet, so why don't we take a look and see just how unhinged this man is. I don't know why y'all are acting like he didn't have this coming. It's all lols and trolls until his video gets striked, LMFAO. Being a general piece of shit and fucking with me and Nia for the sake of it ain't funny anymore when it happens to you. Akumu can re-upload, I'm not lifting it. All this being said, and Twitter spats aside, I'm not removing the strike. Seeing Akumu and Cold mauled about it is definitely entertaining. You got that smoke you ordered. I'm set on my decision. If it wasn't for this, homeboys would have found an issue with something else I did said anyway. I'm not sorry about it. Feel free to unfollow, I won't hold you. I hope no one else has to deal with that nuisance on the level I did anyways. Once again, I'm not sorry. Glad Akumu got his strike. Fuck that guy. At this point, I don't even know what people are mad for. About the most unnecessary outrage I've seen recently, LMFAO, seems like just blind hate and misunderstandings. Hope the show was fun. Omnia does defend Kai as well because that's to be expected from your significant other, so there's no shock there. If only anyone knew what would happen later on down the road, but we'll save that for further into the video. The tweets I just showed you are the tip of the iceberg. The man had a breakdown after everyone on Twitter was calling him out for the false strike. The issue is that Kai clearly thinks he's in the right here and is not going to budge because he's right and everyone else is wrong. What do you mean I just abused a broken copyright strike system because I'm a pussy ass bitch who can't take any criticism and whines all the time? No, you guys are all just haters, but remember, I don't care at all, guys. I'm gonna keep telling you that too because I have to get it across that I don't care that much, guys. Man, I know I try to keep it relatively tame and stuff on my videos, but holy shit, this guy is such an insecure, whiny little bitch. He gets one small taste of criticism, then all of a sudden completely loses his shit on Twitter for everybody to see. He brought this upon himself. If y'all were there when things were going down, you know it was one hell of a night. All Kai had to do was just ignore the video and move on with his life. But nope. He instead made himself look like a complete ass in front of all his fans and the rest of Twitter because some people just can't handle the heat. If you play with fire, you're gonna get burned. Kai would keep molding on the timeline for the next day or so, and during this time, famous Minecraft sex modder Swan would catch wind of the drama and start up his own livestream on his second channel to go over it with his subscribers. At the time, Swan was still getting memed on heavily with the whole dream drama that happened about a year ago, and was sorta stuck with what to make videos about on his channel. But this Kai Weiss drama was absolutely 100% perfect for him to go over, because anybody with a rational mind knows that Kai is beyond insane. Plus, it's low-key really fun to make fun of him. Let me tell you now, this stream could not have gone any better. It was one hell of a time if you saw it live. The live stream goes on like you would expect, Swan reading tweets and giving his opinion on what the hell is going on. It ain't nothing y'all haven't seen before. He then goes on about two lawsuits, Matt Haas versus H3H3 and Sargon of Akkad versus Aquila, basically showing how these two lawsuits set the boundaries for what is and what isn't copyright when it comes to YouTube videos, and how they are relevant to the current Kai and Akumu copyright situation. Also, Swan plays a clip of Kai criticizing other people for leaving context out of their videos, and let's just say it really puts the situation into full perspective.
The funny thing about this video is that in the description you say that I cried about you for 20 minutes, when in reality, Sen, a majority of that video is you crying about me. I wanted to put your entire video in mine so people could see everything you have to say, rather than just parts of it. For one, it's Prince Kai. I'm way too pretty to be a king. And two, liar, misrepresenter, and gaslighter are some pretty strong claims to make from someone who cut context, intentionally ignores the information that makes him look racist, because let's face it, if anyone saw these tweets, they would have clearly known you're full of shit.
So why do I have a problem with this? Well, mostly because Kai literally confirmed that only 2 screenshots of the DMs were shown in the video. So literally that means there is context missing by your own admission. Kai, you started the DMs at many different points, which already is pretty sus and kind of showing me that you're not telling the full truth.
Harsh, you also linked the DMs in the description. that also means that you omitted context from your own video. If you linking the DMs in the description means that you provided full context, that also means that I and Omnia did as well. Let's talk about these text blocks you put in the video. So you criticized me for cutting context because I didn't put every DM in my video, but you didn't put my full video in your video. You also criticized me for saying, hold people to the same standard, but don't hold yourself to the same standard you're holding me. Also, again, you link the DMs in the description. By your standard, you cut context as well. So you can do it, but I can't? Interesting. You didn't put my full video in your video.
Well, what do you know? Kai is a hypocrite as well as an asshole. What a goddamn shocker. I never saw that coming. Interesting stuff, mind you, but you know what's more interesting? Kai himself coming onto the stream with Swan and the two immediately going at each other's throats.
Yeah.
To you. They're correct to you.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm criticizing the people that I believe should be criticized.
Okay, so-
Why would I talk about the people that are right? What?
Hold on. Swan, relax. Stop quacking, bro. Like, tell me what makes these people right.
Because I believe that they're correct. It would help if you like watch the rest of the video. It would help if you watch the stream because I go over all of this in the stream.
Hold on, stop quacking, bro. Relax. Like I said, okay, so you believe that they're right. So it's a matter of opinion.
Yeah.
You think that they're right.
Yeah.
And mind you, it was all started because of Kai. Throughout the entire live stream, Kai pretty much just berates Swan for the tiniest of things, not letting him speak and constantly interrupting him.
You completely ignored anything about like addressing why it was illegal, and you just talking about, well, maybe it was, but harassment as well. You should have just watched the stream, man. Like you should have.
No, it doesn't matter. Okay. So let's talk about that tweet too.
Which stream? Actually, this is not even. You're completely going off topic. The first thing that you say when you get in here is Omnia. The first thing you talk about when you get in here is Omnia. Can you shut the fuck up for 1 second? You've been talking for like the whole time here. You're not even giving me a chance to talk.
What do you mean completely?
You used 4 minutes of completely unedited video.
Hold on, John, because I'm not gonna let you pull that bullshit.
Here it is. 4 minutes, mate. 4 minutes of completely unedited material.
Oh my god, John, there's literally an overlay 4 clips. That is me adding.
Okay, so Kai, let me go over. If you watch the stream, Kai, listen to me for 1 fucking second, okay?
Oh my god, he's quacking.
Holy shit! You just keep on talking the whole fucking time. If you're not going to listen to me, then this is completely unproductive.
Swan tries to read the Sargon of Akkad document to Kai, but Kai won't shut the fuck up and still keeps interrupting him. Eventually, Swan gets fed up with Kai and completely lays into the dude before finally ending the call.
I don't know what you want. You're also not, like, you're constantly talking and you're constantly interrupting my train of thought. If you're not going to allow me to quickly look through here and find the bit, like, I'm not going to be able to respond to you. You're constantly talking the entire fucking time, not even giving me a response to, you're still talking, even when I'm talking, you're still talking. So you constantly talk over and over and over, constantly talking over me, not allowing me to get the bit that I need. Like, obviously I'm not going to be able to find what you need if you're going to keep on talking. You are the most disingenuous individual I've ever talked to. You know that? Wow. This is insane. I cannot believe how disingenuous you are. Constantly, you don't respond to a single point I've made. You try and discredit everything I've said. You're the most disingenuous person I've ever had the displeasure of talking to. And I hope that everybody in commentary looks back at this moment and sees how incredibly disingenuous you are. And I hope that no one gives you the time of day ever again. This is the worst conversation I've ever. Completely unproductive. You've said nothing of substance this entire time. Like, there is nothing here. You've said nothing to even combat my points whatsoever. I ask you, why did you use 4 minutes unedited of Peach's video? Oh, it was part of a longer video. Why did you use 8 minutes and 20 seconds of Sen's 8 minutes and 40-second video? Oh, I don't know. Here's another thing that you didn't do. Like, can you respond to a single point I've made? This is the most intellectually dishonest conversation. You have not come into here with good faith. Constantly trying to fucking nitpick over little things that have absolutely nothing to do with the point at hand. Saying nothing is relevant, nothing is this, nothing that. Dude, honestly, I think I'm done here. There is nothing that you've said here. Everyone knows exactly who you are after this. Everyone knows exactly what you've said. Everyone knows exactly who you are. There is nothing that's going to be gained from talking to you anymore. You are incredibly intellectually dishonest. I've never ever had a conversation with someone so dishonest as this. This is the most unproductive, stupid conversation I have ever had in my life. And I wish you luck in your future endeavors. I can't wait until that countdown notification gets approved and Akumu's video video comes back up. I invite you to sue him, but you won't do that because you know you'll lose. Have a good day, mate.
The stream made Kai look extremely bad, but I won't lie. The whole 30-minute argument they had was extremely entertaining, so at least we had some good entertainment to go along with the drama, even if it was mainly just two dudes arguing and yelling at each other. The craziest part is that the stream wasn't exaggerated for the hell of it. Kai is actually as insane as the clips show, and this is just the stuff I cut out for y'all to see. For those y'all that have seen the entire 30-minute argument, y'all know exactly what I mean. Kai Weiss proves to everyone how bad faith he is, as if you don't do exactly what he wants you to, he will berate you, abuse you, vilify, chastise, the whole 9 yards, and try to make you out to be the bad person, all while interrupting you and not letting you get a word in. Manipulation at its finest. Too bad for him, people didn't take his shit very lightly on the internet and called him out on his behavior, all while watching him lose his mind on Twitter and the live stream. Soon after the Swan debate, Kai would delete his YouTube channel and Twitter with the final slew of tweets of some fake ass apology saying how he's leaving, blah 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 blah. Nobody was sad that he was leaving, everyone was celebrating because people learned just how insane and manipulative the dude is, and nobody wants to deal with a guy who's as crazy as Kai. At the very end of his Twitter rant, he mentions that people should give Omnia some support because they make things easier for him, pretty much just hyping up his significant other. Kai mentions in the tweets from earlier that he made another Twitter and also made some new videos on another YouTube channel, but all I remember is that they were Pokemon related. I couldn't find the channel, but I remember people still mass dislike them because he was clearly just trying to run from his controversy and start anew as if nothing happened, so he eventually deleted both soon after making them. He really thought to himself that by making a new Twitter and a new YouTube channel that people would all of a sudden stop talking shit about him or stop trying to go to him to talk shit to him, but we all know by now, that's not how the internet works. If people don't like you, they will go out of their way to make fun of you. Sucks, but that's the reality of the situation, and to be fair, Kai did deserve to be made fun of. Kai Weiss wouldn't be heard from for a few weeks after the controversy. People laughed and conned on him, made their videos, and pretty much just went on with their lives. YouTubers kept making videos for their channels, Twitter users kept tweeting, Swan was getting his career back on track, and overall, life was looking pretty good now that Kai was gone. I even started this very video script too, more of a side project I never had some time on my hands than the main video to be fair, but after what happened recently, this video soon became priority number 1 for me. So, remember Omnia, the person Kai is dating? Well, very late into the day on December 8th, Omnia just straight up deleted their YouTube channel. Poof, channel gone forever. This was out of nowhere and people on Twitter speculated that it maybe was due to the Kai and Swan drama that they decided to just stop making videos and avoid drama from now on. It was an unexpected move, but there were no major red flags thrown, just people being curious. It turns out, however, that this was a massive red flag that things were not looking good for them. Early on the morning of December 10th, Omnia would post on an alternate Twitter account explaining that she had some stuff to go over. The stuff she would then talk about is something that is just downright insane to even think about. Kai Weiss and I broke up because he assaulted me in my own home, and since then, I have sought out a protective order against him so that he could leave my apartment and I could feel more safe. Since then, he has locked me out of my old Twitter account, which is why I'm here. I trusted him with all of my passwords because I loved him, and never in a million years did I think he would do what he's doing now. He has locked me out of my Gmail account that is associated with my YouTube channel, and I'm pretty sure he deleted my channel as well. When I search up my name, videos I've made, or try to access the link that is associated with my channel, nothing comes up. That is my livelihood, by the way. I rely on that to pay rent, provide for myself, and provide for my cat. Without YouTube, I cannot pay for shelter and food. He also stole multiple items of mine since he left, such as the iPad and Apple Pencil that I used to draw, my speaker, cat food, clothing, etc. This all happened in a matter of a week. He assaulted me on Friday, December 3rd. I filed for an emergency protective order on the 8th. For the sake of the video's pacing, I'll put up the rest of the screenshots for you guys to read along. Kai Weiss was accused by Omnia for abusing them, and for those of y'all that have seen the uncensored pic, it's not very hard to believe at all. They mentioned how Kai left the apartment on the 8th and took a bunch of stuff with him, which falls directly in line with their channel being deleted as it was near midnight when it disappeared off of YouTube. They expressed their doubts about the message being seen by other content creators and promote their Cash App as a last resort to get money, because their entire livelihood was now gone. Weiss physically assaulted Omnia and deleted their YouTube channel because he had no more future making content on the internet. Everybody was clowning on him for being such an asshole in the Swan stream, and he finally showed that not only is he a piece of shit online, but he's also worse in real life. Kai would obviously get his ass right back on Twitter like expected and start to try to defend himself. You wanna know how? By stating how he bought all of these things for her, and since he paid for them with his money, he had the right to take everything back. I promise I won't spend too much time on his posts, but let's go over a couple of lowlights so you guys can learn how to ruin your life on the internet not once, but twice. Before Omnia thought it would be best to report a young black man to the police, she was on my line sending me links for things she wanted me to pay for, all while planning on filing a protective order on me. Ah yes, pulling the classic race card, because if you have no other way to excuse your shitty actions, just blame it on other people because of your race. And him mentioning how he paid for things for her, well, Kai likes to talk a lot about things he paid for with his own money. All of the cat food and everything I took from the apartment were items I paid for, and unfortunately the $180 AirPods I bought, as well as the Apple Watch she is using to this day, is still there, and I have to buy a replacement because she will not return them. All of the clothing she says I stole from her, all of it is clothing that I paid for. She's mad now that I didn't allow her to keep all the things I gave her. Even those glasses she's wearing now are items that I arranged and also put in my money for. The shoes and caps I got for you, all those games I bought, those are mine now. I respected the wishes of the protective order regardless of how bogus it is, and the police have informed me to continue respecting the order and let her be. Bro even pulls out bank statements showing all the things that he bought for the both of them because he's such a good person and clearly wanted to take care of them as much as he possibly could. How fucking deranged can one person be? The dude is trying to show how Omnia is such a gold digger by holding their Chick-fil-A order over their head and expecting people to actually be on his side. I feel awful for that bank though. Who knows what they're dealing with on their side with Kai? He also tries to pit Hopeless Peaches against Omnia by showing photoshopped evidence used in a prior video during that drama, trying to drag her down along with Omnia and him on their sinking ship. As you guys can tell by now, Weiss is trying to use financial manipulation against Omnia because after all, he provided so much for them in their relationship. Oh, but since they don't want to be with them anymore, he thinks he can just take everything that he bought for them back. I don't even need to explain to you guys the concept of living with another person. If you buy something, whether you like it or not, everyone pretty much owns part of it, whether that's dinner plates or a couch. To Kai, everything he bought or put any money towards is now a bargaining chip to slander Omnia with. But little does he know, people aren't as fucking stupid as he is and aren't buying none of that shit. I still can't believe Mans thought to himself that all these posts would make him look better. The stupidity and lack of awareness is palpable. Soon after the post from Kai, Omnia would clarify their side of the story, as well as show more images of the damage he caused to them, pretty much solidifying to everyone that, yeah, he's an abusive person and people shouldn't fall for his sympathy baiting. Kai would, as expected, keep Malden on his Twitter account and even got into a spat with YouTuber Optimus because he made a video on him talking about how my existence isn't to prove my innocence to some YouTuber who talks over gameplay footage, bro. Because you know, the type of content Optimus makes is very relevant to the situation at hand. Classic degradation technique, Kai thinks he's better than Optimus because he sees his content as lazy, inferior, and below him. What a classic egotistical move from somebody who's such a dickhead. The next day rolls around and initially nothing out of the ordinary is going on. People are anxious and waiting to see what happens next. People make their videos on the situation as expected. Some people are mad at them for profiting off of the drama, the typical Twitter banter that one would expect. Later on in the day, Omnia would make a post showing people proof that Kai deleted her YouTube channel, which the story was already believable, but now it was nice to have some solid evidence to prove their claim. The real kicker was when they posted on Twitter saying that Kai got arrested for violating their protection order. People were beyond emphatic with the news, as this was the justice that people were desperately itching for. Kai had been public enemy #1 to the drama community for the past couple weeks now, so seeing him in the hands of the police felt like a huge relief for many people. Kai would later on confirm it himself that yes, he was arrested, but that he was, unfortunately, released. He continues to try to defend himself and replies to a random slew of people, but at this point, it's just time to give it up already. People don't care about the legal repercussions like he does, and frankly, he only cares about the law because it's the only defense he has. Nobody in their right mind would rationally try to defend this man, especially after the shit he's pulled in his recent past. In the span of just a few mere weeks, Kai went from someone known in more niche drama groups to a manipulative asshole willing to bend the rules in his favor only whenever it would benefit him, and now he's getting arrested for harassing his ex after hurting them just a few days prior. I mean, as long as he keeps tweeting, he's just gonna keep digging himself deeper and deeper into the hole he's made, so might as well try to enjoy it while it lasts, I suppose. As of this video, there hasn't been anything posted that's notable from either party. Psych, I lied, cause literally as I was recording this on Audacity, Omnia made a post saying that Kai was arrested for several things again, with one of them being felony theft. We may finally be seeing the end of the tunnel, everyone. Kai is currently in the hands of the police as we speak, and hopefully he will stay with them for a long, long time. Justice is going to be served in the upcoming months, and we can finally put everything to rest. In the course of just a month and a half, Kai went from someone known in smaller drama groups to being exposed for false copyright striking someone and not taking the L, to then being arrested on felony charges after attacking his significant other. It's crazy how someone can lose their mind in such a short period of time, but nobody, and I mean nobody, could have expected what he would do to Omnia. Only a real kind of asshole could do such a thing to them, and unfortunately, while Omnia did lose their YouTube channel, Kai looks to hopefully be serving some time in jail for what he did to them, so hey, at least he won't be around to harm another person. His internet career is officially over, and he will only be remembered as the soft, whiny loser who attacks and berates others when he doesn't get his way. Good fucking riddance. This has been one hell of a drama. I meant to cover the original thing earlier, but then the news with Omnia dropped and I knew it was time for me to dig my heels in and go in on Kai. What do you guys think of the whole Kai drama saga, whatever you want to call it, within the past couple weeks? Personally, I think he should go to jail. He is trying to ruin Omnia's life by deleting their YouTube channel and then attacked them and expected to get away with it. Thank goodness the police arrested him on a felony charge. The dude is insane and out of control. Make sure to tell me your opinion in the comments below. Thank you for watching today's video, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe, and as always, with all of that out of the way, I will see you guys later.